Hi, this is Majinoni, and here's my review for Brightest Day Green Lantern Emerlad Warriors issue number 1. There's going to be some spoilers, so if you haven't read your book, then please come back later. Now, personally, after reading this, I'm trying to figure out why exactly this is a Brightest Day title. I mean, now granted, you're going to be using the Red Lanterns, there's talks about the Black Lanterns, Darkest Night, things like that. But beyond that, I'm thinking, you didn't really need to do this. I mean, how long are you going to be milking Brightest Day? I'm like confused about that. Now, I'm sure somewhere inside here there's going to be something to show that, but I think right now DC is trying to milk every penny out of us, and they figure any new book that they can put out, they're going to throw Brightest Day on it, and people will just buy it because they think it's Brightest Day crossover. I gotta buy it. So let's find out what the deal is inside the book. Now, they're on Oa, and Guy Gardner's making a video, and he's interrupted because of a distress call. So he goes out there and he takes care of some business. Now, I think some of the art here is really good. Like, this picture was really great. When he's taking care of, he's basically has to find out where the scientists are inside there, and then the ring locates them. Then he stops the ship at all costs. And I thought this 2-page spread was spectacular. There's a lot of detail that's going on in here, and I thought this was really, really cool. So he gets the people, and then he notices where he's at, and basically this is like unexplored sectors, and basically this is where he needs to go to. If you remember the deal with the Red Lantern or Atrocious, this is where they basically have to go. So Guy Gardner goes over to the Guardians, and he's like, this is what we need to do. There's this thing over here, nobody knows what it is, and then these scientists who are creating doomsday weapons, they're going to be taken over there. We have to stop. We have to figure out what's going on. Let me go. And the Guardians go, sure, no problem. Which is very unusual, because usually they fight that. You have Iron crash landing on Earth, and not on Earth, but on his planet, and somebody taking them. And then this is where there's the Blackest Night crossover here, where under Oa there's that book where that Yellow Lantern was, remember the one who's writing in the book all the time? Well, she's in prison in there. And I think his name was Gareth or something like that. They're having a discussion about what's going on, and the deal they made with the Red Lantern, and how surprised they were with the Guardians just letting Guy go to the other universe, and how easily they let him go, relinquishing his Guardian status and becoming a Lantern. So I think the Guardians really know something's up. They're not just being stupid. So then we go over to the where the Red Lanterns are, and Atrocious is like, blah blah blah, this is the skulls of the fallen people, blah blah blah, and he sends his angel of his Red Angel, for his deal with to honor his deal with Guy. And then we go here, and Guy's saying basically, I just wanted to let everybody know what's going on before it happens, and so that way you understand where I'm coming from. So this is where I'm really confused as to why this is a Brightest Day crossover, because you have some Green Lantern types, and they're flying some people, and they're in the unknown sector. Now keep in mind, the unknown sector, they're not supposed to be there. So they go down to this planet, they're talking to some Guardians, and then you get to meet their Guardian on their world. And he's saying, long live the Corps. Now, this is where I'm going. If it was a Brightest Day crossover, then, in theory, you should have seen reference to this unknown world, unknown universe, galaxy, whatever, sector. And you should have had a reference to another Corps of that, unless it's that one guy that's the Hood that's floating around. Unless those two are connected. But until I see that connection, I'm like going, Are you guys trying to scam me because you know that anything that's involved in Green Lantern, you stamp right, stay on it, and it's good. It's gold, basically. As a first issue, I mean, it's just okay. It's not what I would consider like a really strong title. I think it's just average, and keep in mind it did have a couple of good points in terms of artwork. I think they just reiterated parts of the same story that we've been hearing, and I am kind of curious to find out about this other core, but as a whole, I'm not really too impressed with this. I'll probably get maybe one or two more issues just to see where it's going to go, and then if it doesn't catch my interest, I'm definitely going to drop it, because I'm not going to pay $4 for it if it's not going to be good, especially with everything else that's coming down the road. So what do you guys think? Do you think that DC needs yet another DC title? I'm sorry, another Green Lantern title? Or do you think that, it's more the better? Let me know. Subscribe to the channel, and until next time.